Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Sales Wiring Specialist.
Hi everyone, welcome. And
Hi,
this
Claire.
is Andrea, and this is what session is this? This is our
This is our
sixth
number 6.
number 6 session.
And today, the number 6 is a little bit special, a little bit different. Why we are a little bit different today is because a lot of times, being in the areas of sales, I'm being asked, can you actually do motivation talk?
Motivation talk. Huh?
Yep.
Yeah,
Claire, do you get that a lot?
yeah, I do. Because I love to sing, right? So I used to create rap and song, the lyrics I customize to the needs of the client. I'll just go rah 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 rah, sit down the chair, go rah 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 rah. Those were the days. Those were the days. I want to say those were the days, because it's just the enjoyment and motivation was just at that time.
And if you hear it clearly, Claire said those were the days.
Doesn't mean I'm old and I cannot sing.
It's not because of the singing. It's just that the business now is actually business have actually changed. People are looking for something more sustainable.
Correct. Correct.
And this is why we want to talk about the what today.
Yes. Because a lot of organizations are spending. For example, like team building. I love games, gamification, but today, yeah, you're right, Andrea. Things have changed. I mean, if your organization, they're not even making profits, no money allocated for any training. And you want to talk about let's play games for what? Let's motivate the staff with what? And then after that, what happens? Is it the same old, same old? I've been doing that for the past 20 years, they'll be saying.
And a lot of times all this motivation or what we call rah-rahs, they rah-rah for very, very quickly and the flame go off very, very quickly as well.
Of course, there's time to celebrate the rara, that's different. It's celebrating the success.
Celebrate all wins, yes, that one I do believe in it. On a every day, on a every week, talking about gratitude, talking about our wins, yes. However, what's something more sustainable, Claire?
Mm. That's the big gap that I see being in this line for 18 years. And I admit I was one that really didn't. I was really one that was just into rara, yeah, and just never really understand, never really in a CEO or a business owner's shoes, where especially now with so much of disruption, what is the most critical? Yeah.
I find that with this pandemic, lots of learnings is actually at the emotional, the heart level. Do we take care of customers first in terms of their heart? Do we take care of our sales staff, our agency force at the heart level? Do you take care of people, their family members, and etc., etc., etc.?
Yes, and why the heart level? Because if you're able to take care and really touch the hearts of your people, they will
Go all
die
out.
for you, go all out.
Yep, I like the word that you say, die for you. I will say that.
Or your customers, do you call them customers or raving fans? Raving fans.
Do you have raving fans and advocates that they talk good about your brand and even pre-sell it for you?
Yeah. Correct. And even about you, I always say, take away your position. If you take away your position that you have, right? You can be a top salesperson, take away that position. How will you be looked at? How will you be valued? Will you still be remembered? Will people still come to you? Will they have gratitude for you?
So how do we build a sustainable sales person or sales force?
How do you look beyond the normal process?
I
Yeah.
find that there is a lot of rewording of your purpose and mission. That's one. And also the rewording of how you actually present and speak to your customers or your potential customers.
Yeah. So today, the question, like our chart, it said we started with why, know your why, the purpose, and then the how. We spoke that last session, and the what. The what. It's like, so what, or what do you do? What is the sustainability? So Andrea, are we going to reveal it here?
Why are we giving you this smile?
There's some snippets, maybe.
Yep, yep. I'm here to review these little snippets of beyond what you already know or what you're already doing, and that improvement of these skill sets, the tool sets, and the mindset. It's also a constant rewire and getting better every day or every week that makes a difference as compared to the rest of your sales members or your team. And how we do it here at Sales Wiring Specialist is we have a subscription model. We will hold your hand, we will rewire you again and again on a week to week, month to month, year to year basis.
This is so amazing because then you are not alone. And I know it's tough, being a freelancer, sales agent out there, being alone. Waking up in the morning, wouldn't it be wonderful? Wake up in the morning and you know that you have a community that supports you, or even when you are feeling down, you can just make a tweet, oh, I'm just feeling down, and then all your friends and supporters will come. It's okay to feel down, but then you will get up even faster because
And
someone will say, I've experienced that before. And this is
Yep.
what happened.
Yep. And what I like about a community is that if one person reads one article, 100 people would have read 100 and shared that one line that's most important in that article. And I think during this crisis, or we learn from this crisis and pandemic, is that, hey, no, all these little things that we read, we learn, we understand, or we watch, that would make that difference to pivot, to change as quickly as we could.
That's important. And we want to have a growth mindset. Even for myself, coming together in a community, being open to learning, having a growth mindset, but you're so looking forward. We always talk about being 1% better today than yesterday. So you're always opening, your antenna is always open. And what am I better today than yesterday? What extra knowledge I have today than yesterday? And what was the failure that I had today because I learned from it? That's because we always say failure is wow, it's thank you, man, because we are getting nearer to the success that we want.
And perhaps for those that probably dream a little bit smaller and they hit their dream faster, they could expand their 10 times, 10x target to achieve more, to achieve better results with the encouragement of the team and the peers in your community.
Right. So sustainability is something that's a conscious effort. Honestly, discipline is something that it's not like a very exciting thing, but it's something that we all do together, and we grow together and share notes together. Then that will be a catalyst for us, and you'll be a pull factor.
The 4 core of fundamental success, which is the purpose, the focus, the action, and lastly, which a lot of people actually not quite successful or fail in this one, is discipline.
That's the keyword. And so honestly, Andrea, the subscription model is something very, very new. Yeah.
Yep.
Because for us, a lot of times we just do training 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Yeah. Maybe a follow-up after that, after 1 month, just a half-day follow-up. But here we're going to help you it's like a drilling so that you become very strong mentally. So in your mind to win.
The design of this subscription model came about with this particular sentence or this phrase that I always hear. A coach don't walk around without having another coach on top of them that's with them in that journey.
It's
And
powerful.
yeah, and that results of constantly having somebody to support, to guide that whole team and the community, to be there, to be your listening ears or brainstorm or have new ideas, that will really have that accountability.
You know, our sales wiring specialists, we have two modes. One is for individuals, one is for business. Right now, we're speaking to individuals, freelancers, you know, you're out there, yeah? And we see the gap that, you know, you need the support and help. And so we are here. So that's how the sustainability concept will come in. The subscription model will come in after the 1 month sales wiring program.
Even to those business structure like a distribution business structure, for example, the real estate, the insurance, the investment industry, or even things like, for example, the network marketing, MLM, direct sales, that could even work for you because we understand that it costs a lot to acquire a person to come in and join you. And thus, when you find the right one, you would want to plug this person onto the right system.
What system? System.
So the discipline is actually in within it is actually a system, that consistency.
I like this model. I used to use this for problem solving. Is it, let's say, you know, we thought we're doing all we can, but we're not achieving it. And with this ASKS model, let's look at our attitude. How's our attitude? How about the skills? Maybe now with the new environment, a new disruption, we need new skills. You know, with a new generation, new era, new skills. And then the other third is the knowledge. You know, are we increasing our knowledge every day? Are we just limiting ourselves? Are we having the opportunity, the support, the wisdom from the group? And that's something we will all learn together. And lastly is the system. So sometimes we do not achieve what we want because we don't have the discipline, the system. So that's where we can also see where the gap is. And most of the times, it's actually in the system when we kind of like neglect. It's like a one-man show, or we are just a freelancer, or I just signed the agreement letter, enrollment letter. You know, whenever you sign enrollment form in sales, we say the sky is the limit. Yeah. So how much you want to earn is up to you. So we're just here to support how much you want
There
to.
on this acronym that you have, I actually added a H onto it.
Nice.
I embedded a
Share with
H
us.
onto it, which is habits.
Share with us more habits.
Habits is talking about, are you willing to do whatever it takes, legally and ethically, of course. disclaimer. Okay, ethically and legally, to achieve your dream. For example, if you say you're going to practice the meditation, do you do that every day? If you say you're going to practice gratitude process and prayers, do you do that every day?
Yes. What you just said, Andrea, it's true. I heard that you will succeed if you just, what did you say? You will do anything to achieve. I use the analogy of the gun in my head. Yeah. I actually have a toy gun, and that's my anchoring. Because when I feel down, I feel like giving up, or I feel like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this. But actually, what is stopping us? The thing between the two ears, I always say.
And there is one more saying that, hey, you know, you are the average of the 5 people that you're closest to.
So true.
So if you mix with more competitive people, you yourself would up the game to be more competitive.
And joining an environment with people of different industry. So you get the wisdom.
With that same fire in them, that wisdom and the fire will set you up for that success as well.
You know, Andrea, they say that in sales, you need a different blood, blood, B-L-O-O-D. Now, the good news is you can train yourself to have that blood, because it's not like, when we were born and then God said, okay, you sales champion, Of course, we're all champions to be out here alive. But sales, something you have to harness, and you can.
Yep.
If you're willing to do whatever it takes to get the goal.
So
that's why the why comes in.
There is a saying in Chinese, are you 天才或者人才, which is, are you genius or are you talented?
Wow. Tell us more about that. Genius and talented.
So the thing is that, right, you may not be born genius. Genius is actually a formula of very hardworking people that hustle enough to become a genius in a certain area. So in the first place, you were very talented, plus that work that is done and added on.
So what do you want to be called? A genius or
talented? We may not be told that we are genius. However, we can always rewrite ourselves to be talented.
I had the opportunity to learn about the prints on our fingers. It seems that our palms, the lines change and everything, but they do some analysis with our prints. And so I asked the guru, teacher, I said, your analysis, 21 pages, it says here, genius. You actually, my husband is a genius. Wow. So what am I, I'm not a genius, But I think I'm a better salesperson than him. Anyway, he says, no, you see, sometimes a lot of people, they're genius, but they just don't know how to tap on that. Then I said, okay, but how about me? I'm not genius, so how? I said, yeah, but you have the potential. What do you mean potential? So I use it. So I said, then why people do all these things, So it's just making it easy so that they know what is their preferred style and all those things. But it's been proven that we can have we are unlimited. We can have the unlimited potential to harness the area we want to do, and that's where the about unconscious competence come in.
And I agree with what you're saying, Claire, because what I saw is also sometimes it takes a third eye to identify that unleashed potential in you. Your blind spots.
And Andrea, I want to thank you so much, because after being with you as sales wiring specialist together, I have a conscious effort every day to want to improve every day, and the boldness just comes out, because now I have a friend, I got a buddy. If I'm all alone, it's different. So that's why it just makes sense so much more that you need this community. You need to find your mentor, mentee out there, or your partner out there, your buddy out there, not to compete, but to collaborate and bring you to bring you further. Higher.
For all of you out there, you have no idea how many research or YouTubes or links or PDFs that we send across to each other to learn together in that process.
Right. Yeah. And I've never, in my whole 18 years in training, it's my first time ever, and we learn so much. And that's why we really enjoy. They always say the best way to learn is to teach, to share.
That's and enjoy that learning. Because whenever I pick up something that I find it useful, I would have read it through. I've just gone through the structure of it, and then, Claire, look at this. Then she may have a different thought, and we recreated the process again and again to deliver for you this particular program called Sales Wiring Specialist Program.
And remember, we need to co-create our future. So we can co-create all the models that we know. Why not? After all, we are saying we don't even know what is the other 40% of what the future is going to be, what jobs, opportunities.
So don't miss out. Don't miss out. We have 2 more weeks before we close our first registration for the first batch. Don't miss out. I'm repeating here. It's the price for the 1 month program for 8 sessions is 188.
188 for
155.
8 sessions. Okay, I got friends asking me, huh? 1 session or 8 session? So cheap. Because it works out to 20 over ringgit per session.
It works out to be your Starbucks price.
Maybe your Starbucks costs even more. Some people drink 20 ringgit, right? Yeah. So, what have you got to lose? Nothing, but everything to gain. Come join us together. Make a difference and impact.
Let us be the one to help you and rewire and journey on in your sales career. And all the best to you.
Right, thank you. And guess who is with us? We have Anita. Hi, Anita.
Hi,
And Salina
Anita.
Abdullah. Yeah, I have Salina Abdullah.
Wow. Hi, Salina. Thank you so much for joining us and see you all on Wednesday.
See you Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.